Asia to write history on the Asia Cup for the 8th time. Will this history be her story?
Women's T20 Asia Cup, India versus Nepal, 23rd July at 6:30 p.m. live only on Star Sports and Disney Plus Hotstar.
तू यहाँ क्या कर रहा है? चल भाग!
कि भाऊचा धक्का में कल रात शूट आउट हुआ जिसमें पुलिस वाले की मौत हो गई।
मैं पता लगाएगा भाई को क्यों मारा है।
These people are hiding the truth. ये कारण अर्जुन ये खेल खत्म।
Themselves and look at the joy on their faces, and the celebrations were on. It meant so much for them. Isabel Joyce joins me in the commentary box.
Well, absolutely. Then there's no surprise to see tears on show. The emotions were so clear to see. A special moment. And until that, they hadn't given themselves the chance to think where they're going to get over the line. You can see they were still in their seats. All that coming out at the end in tears and shouts and cheers.
And talk about India's victory against Pakistan. Mithali, dominant display from all three quarters.
Yes, I think right from the way the Indian team bowled and the clinical chase, I think there was absolutely no challenge posed from Pakistan. It was a really good performance from the Indian team, I would say, being the first game India-Pakistan. Everybody expected it to be a high-voltage game, but it turned out to be a one-sided affair.
And watch out, Nepal. Pakistan are going to come hard at you. They're hurt, they're hungry, and they can be very, very dangerous. 87 for 3 outstands in this one, which is the first installment of the doubleheader for you. 10 overs gone in this innings, and the story so far has been India were put into bat. India are batting more out of compulsion than choice. Points table, 4 teams per group. India are on top. Look at that net run rate. When you win big, this is what happens. Ma'am Joyce.
I'm not sure that the net run rate is going to come into it.
बहुत बड़ी। विनोद चौहान ने जीते 3.5 करोड़। आकाश ने जीते 2 करोड़। अखिलेश ने जीते 2 करोड़। भगवान ने जीते 1.5 करोड़। पिछले साल बने 450
Timing now is about knowing where the two fielders were, and then the execution perfect.
We spoke about technique and how good she is on the back foot. There's probably no one better on the back foot than Harman Preet going around at the moment. So tall. Have a look there. Gets right over the ball, gets the bottom hand through, and makes sure she gets it right between the fielders. Doesn't give them an opportunity. Splendid shot.
Takes the left foot out, and with that, the balance was perfect, Mithali. She was able to transfer the weight to perfection. When you open the left shoulder, you can create more chances for yourself on the onside as well. This is quality batsmanship. And now, uppishly is what she plays, but in the gap is what she plays, and 4 is what she gets.
That's her strength. I mean, she
आप भी बन सकते हो तो आप भी टीम बना
sweep or a conventional sweep, and we're talking about the previous shot. That was actually quite a good shot because there was pretty big gap, and she did play that in that region, getting her friend away from her. This is the sweep, though it was in the air, but it were nowhere close.
And it's prompted a change in the fields. So 4 fielders out on the leg side now. Absolutely nobody saving the single. 5 fielders saving the single on the offside. Very difficult to bowl to.
Man, that's going to be even tougher because she also can make room. She also can make use of her feet. Will she dance down? Will she make use of the depth of the crease? No, she says, okay, let me stay where you are because all the errors are happening from the other side.
When you're setting a field, you're trying to think what's the most difficult shot that you can make the batter play, and that probably is coming inside out, hitting if you come down pitch, you're worried about your outside edge, so it's a more difficult shot, especially for Harman Preet Kaur, than the sweep shot. So I think it's a brave move, but it's a good move.
And the moment that also will be small victory for the batter, because what you've done is you've forced the opposition to think so much that you've got 4 players patrolling the boundary line on the onside. All 4 that you can take outside the circle. Oh, well done. This is the ploy. They're forcing her to play on the... She plays on the onside. Easier choice would have been to just drive it on the offside.
Well, yes, she's pitched it up. Harman tries to work it down the leg, but Because of the wind factor, I think even her line, she probably is bowling against the wind as a leg spinner, and that is why she's unable to try to get the correct line. She's trying to get leg in middle. She's going way down the leg side.
And it's only because, Isabel, because she's got no protection on the offside on the fence, she's forced to bowl within the stumps and then considering those wides. You can't afford to bowl outside off. That again, that's why the line.
I think as well, those two deliveries just in the googly. Was wide and legs, but yes, again, there had to be a conversation. You have to wait until the play is finished as an umpire before you can signal, so waiting until that ball was thrown back to the bowler. But yeah, those two deliveries were googlies and she just didn't quite get the line right.
3 wide so far. He still sweeps. Switched on off stump that one. What happened 2 balls ago? I'll show you that.
Download Attitude. Download Attitude. Home of the world's finest Western wear brands. Download the Aftershock.
Shows a move stuff from the mid to 45. I think she just needs to bring her square probably a little bit straighter. Huge gap there.
Sweeps. Player at square leg there. First time was not taken quickly. Hence, you have no chance for the second. We are not interested in playing on the offside. It's all about the onside. Taps it away, keeps the strike. 11-1 for 3.
कसबेग बहुत बड़ा क्रिमिनल है।
मैं बहुत फेयर आदमी है। मैं इतना फेयर रात को चमकता है मैं।
Every day.
If anything is true.
Crucial wicket.
Yes, Cubs!
Conceded 20 in the first 2, but she also, more importantly, picked up a wicket. The field that she's got, mid-off is up. Sweeper back. Plays on the onside. There's a gap there. They surely will come back for 2 here.
Yes, he.
Good effort in the end.
Felt like she was never going to get there. Was it with good power from Harmanpreet Kaur? Hina Hattani down there. Has a safe pair of hands. That's why she's in long on. But this one, she was required to do a good slide. Just about gets down in time. Has the wherewithal to throw it to Darnadarka.
We're talking about this as well. We talk about the fifth partnership that's already been there. They're adding on to it. 52 from 41 balls. And they lost their third wicket. It was Emlata Plum in front. From then onwards, when you speak about best average in Asia Cup, was on top. Lady in the commentary box. I expected you to take the mic on Matali.
I was looking at Matali and then I thought, I'm not sure I'd take the mic either if I was at the top. But unfortunately for me, it's not a problem. Not the top of many of those kinds of things. Definitely not an Asia Cup anyway. But brilliant average, which expected from my neighbour here, Matali Raj, who always finds those moments endearingly awkward.
Routine for you, man, the ordinary, right there at the top, comes naturally.
I don't know whether it comes naturally, but Izzy was right. Just makes me a bit awkward. And India loses fourth wicket. Jemima Rodriguez trying to go over mid-off, but hit straight to the fielder.
Ever thinking by UAE, they've had good plans today. Just came around the wicket, that delivery. Jemima Rodriguez looking to go over the offside. It's a difficult shot, making them play the more difficult shots. Jemima Rodriguez, so she had her eye on another player of the match performance. She was player of the match last time these two teams met. 14 from 13 for her. India 106 for 3. For 4.
तू यहाँ क्या कर रहा है? चल भाग!
धक्का में कल रात शूट आउट हुआ जिसमें पुलिस वाले की मौत हो गई।
मैं पता नहीं को क्यों मारा है।
These people are hiding the truth. ये कारण अर्जुन ये खेल खत्म।
Take your time. Refire. I'm getting drilled out there.
This is a dysfunctional pitcher.
Show me a functional one.
Stop. That's the difference. I'm telling you. Okay, fine. No,
Richa Ghosh can really thump that cricket ball. Strike 34. I realize this might have seen Dhoni. Really got that swing. Really got that power as well. Blowing I was up in the air for a bit. Was upish.
Change in angle is something that India have struggled with the last two deliveries. Jemima Rodriguez dismissed that one. As a big hitter, do you want to place a spinner coming around the wicket first up? Probably not.
See, we're open.
Just bear with us one more second.
Refire. Drill your hands.
This is a dysfunctional pitcher.
Show me a functional one.
Terms creating an angle. Probably Jamie should have looked more wider to if she would have cleared the in circle, but she used a lot more power in that stroke rather than just timing, and she had to pay a cost.
Isha was sticking up on herself to come and have a bowl.
Look, and one here, one step there.
A lot of bowlers these days wearing caps and bowling.
Oi, golos.
Well, she had a really poor day with ball in hand in the first game, which no doubt she's been disappointed by. She has difficult action to get timing with. If it starts going wrong, it's hard to pull it back. She's almost bowling off the wrong foot. And especially as a spinner, if you get that timing slightly wrong, you can drag it down or bowl full tosses. In that game, it was very much dragged down.
All about venture. And this is when you don't have any protection with Ali on the offside on the boundary line.
I think Harman is strong even in the offside. I've seen her play those over the covers quite well. Seems like she probably was considering wind factor. And as we talk, Richa Ghosh clears the offside field for a boundary.
The wrist as well, flicking through at the end. No fielder anywhere close to cutting that one off.
Yeah, elegant wrist, free-flowing willow. She's got a good follow-through. When she drives powerfully.
Was that the wrong line? Field.
Will this history be her story?
Women's T20 Asia Cup India versus Nepal, 23rd July at 6:30 p.m. live only on Star Sports and Disney Plus Hotstar.
For 4, UAE won the toss, chose to field. Story so far, India have lost 4 wickets and have got 115 plus, and the ones they'll take here minimum 2. Outfield this. Is there a chance for a third? There was finally. Richa says no.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a comfortable 3. Here's the deft touch. Just backs away. Allows the ball to do the work. Of course, she has to run runs. That's the problem with not powering the ball to the boundary.
They hard to bowl a dot ball to the two of them there. She makes room. They're creating chances at the moment. Just when we speak about a dot ball, there it comes. But how many times we've seen that she really makes room for herself either side of the wicket, and always making the bowler think about what she might come up with. Add to that the wide range of shots that he has. She's favoured the onside today more, isn't it, Mithali?
Then she has wide range of shots. Played some brilliant innings.
Looking for the latest trends in home fieldings.
Oh, you can't bowl her there. How is that for power? How is that for quality? Maximum.
13 from 6.
They're using the bottom. Great effect. Can't call it a punch, can't call it a cut. Yeah, we can call that a cover drive, and that's gonna. Oh, how is that for timing? Timing is everything.
It's timing, but it's also power, because to be able to come inside the line of that ball and push it wide of mid-off with enough power to miss extra cover, that's where the real skill was. Just inside. It's a slight opening of the face. That's all it took. I'll tell you what, I'd love to get my hands on that if I was still playing.
As they always say, Richa Ghosh at the time she's come. He's just making things work. In the gap here again. At will, with utmost amount of ease. Richa gets another boundary.
I think this Richa coming in at this order is very important, and I think is one of the best things to happen to the Indian team in the recent times, because you have Shefali right at the top as a opening who gives that impactful start, and then you have someone in the middle order who can actually take the bowlers to all the corners. The run rate, you have someone like Richa Ghosh, and she can also play a role where, to build innings. She is capable of that. She has that game in her.
And in between the two swashbucklers, our batters will always keep the scoreboard moving.
I love that word. I'd played the drive that Richa Ghosh had played a couple of deliveries ago, and I was called swashbuckling. I'd be a bit unhappy, but then she did play that shot, so you can understand it.
Coach having a good time with him. Great test series. Australia, South Africa, good run with the team. It looks to be a very, very happy camp.
Yeah, striking 258. She's just hanging herself, just reacting, putting bowlers under pressure. Isha knows this could be dangerous if they can get Richa Ghosh quickly. She's already had an impact. But in about 31 of 12. And Harmanpreet Kaur at the other end is well set. Shift gears. She hasn't already herself.
It's a privilege as a captain, as a team, to have someone like Richa, especially in modern day game. And it's not all slogging. You can see that he has that touch, that technique as well in a game. But the intent, the power, the clarity and role, that's the utmost thing. And then she comes and executes it.
It's a unique role that Janand Kumar has. Last in late in the innings with ball. She's now going to bowl to two set batters who are already on the attack. So Pooja Vastrkar, she is still to come. Here's Hinduja Harman.
Yes, India. Yes, India.
She's probably having a look, the new bowler, Harman Kaur. And I think India will be delighted with this. You can see impact at the top. You got 52 quick time in the first 5, lost a few wickets, consolidation, and you resumed the power hitting. And consolidation was better than a run of ball. This is not about. I tell you what, that is an opportunity lost. Irta Satish, the wicketkeeper, it went so close to the keeper that I had to real hesitation. Perhaps Harman just a little late in picking off. I mean, I've got to follow the shot still in. So you're trying to utilize your batting resources to the fullest. This could be Richa's day if she bats till the 18th, 19th over. And she's in that position because the batter before her took a chance. This is her day. Richa Ghosh is ruling the offside.
She played that shot all day long. Pitched up, outside off stump, reaching for it, and a flat-batted shot. Power. The best thing about her is her steady head and base. She generates the power from the wrist. Another boundary against Sunil.
That steady head took a bit of bump in that series against South Africa. Unfortunately, concussed. We're delighted to see her back and doing what she does best. It's not a bad over if Hinduja can finish well.
Yes,
You take 6 of the over if you're the UAE at this stage. 140.
Take your time. I'm getting drilled out there.
This is dysfunctional pitcher.
Show me a functional one.
Of 6.5.
Well, definitely it has a lot to do with how good the Indian batters are, but again I think the line and length could have been better. The planning and execution have been better from UAE. That's what you learn by playing against better oppositions, where you stand with your skill.
Dharni Dharka, important bowler here. She's the one bowler who can react to how Richa Ghosh is taking the others on. There's a lot of width that's been offered. And she's moved fine like the D backward square. It's a good start. Which I'm acknowledging you. That ball just moved a bit.
The one thing I really like about this Indian batting lineup, yes, they have depth. Just trying to create and go aerial towards the offside. But at times you need to understand whoever is playing in the middle, that can you provide the similar impact that someone in dugout ready to come out can do it or not. And if not, then it might seem probably selfish. No, not selfish, but at times you need to understand where your team is standing and what is the potential target where you can reach. And you need the role you're talking about, Jemima. She knew that she has to go big. Otherwise, there are players in likes of Richa and Pooja that you mentioned, that they can come and accelerate quickly and put a big target that India potentially as a team can achieve.
Walks across. She picks her spot. In full control, Harmanpreet Kaur.
If you'll bowl there to her, she'll dispatch you for boundaries. It's been a steady innings from the skipper. Just the flick of the wrist. Easy pickings for her. Goes across. She knew that where the bowler would be bowling has to be around that 4th and 5th stump. Exploited that gap on the onside.
Yeah, just a change in the field now. There is a fielder stationed exact for that. It's an unusual field with a ring on the leg side where you've got deep mid-wicket, long on, and a fielder right in between them. Final is in, as is off. Yeah, it was always going to be the length. She's shown an affinity to the leg side today, Harmanpreet. Richa Ghosh on the other hand has just instinctively hit balls outside off through the offside, either square or straight.
Just has to be careful with that length, because I do understand she has a lot of protection, but that's exactly where the wind is going to.
Same field for Ghosh. This is brave. Richa has shown how easily she's taken on bowling when she's got some width, and there's just one fielder in the deep on the outside. That's at cover. So mid-off is in, third is in. She's too short of her 12th 50s, Harmanpreet Kaur. Enjoyed arguably her best years in the shortest format. We're just off the anniversary of that epic innings against Australia yesterday. How time flies. This is a really good over from Dharneda. She conceded the boundary. A couple of overs where they've just conceded 13 after an onslaught before that. 156 for 4. 50 of the partnership comes up.